Happy holidays, guys, from the King of Charmanders in the future and for now, because we have a new thing called the Halloween Cup, and it's going to be from December 28th to January 4th. Ironically, this is like after Christmas, so like it's like New Year's, you know. But here's the good thing. So if you look up here in Master League, as I mentioned in my previous video, Master League run and Holiday Cup run together. So you don't actually have to ever play Master League anymore, which is great. Because as much as I loved breaking Master League in Season 1 with my Hydreigon, Mewtwo, and my Rhyperior core that no one else figured out, and then I was like, okay, this can like absolutely destroy the meta, and I figured it out. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it again. And you don't have to play Master League. You only have to play Halloween Cup. And I love specific cups like the Halloween, like the Holiday, like not Halloween, Holiday Cup. Like the Holiday Cup, well, I like the Halloween Cup too, but the Holiday Cup is something new that will run along with Master League. So you can just do that. CP Cup will, for the limit, will be 1500, so it's going to be great league. You don't have to play Master League. You can try the Holiday Cup, and it's going to be really interesting. As you see, only normal, grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost types are allowed. Again, December 28th, 1 p.m. PST, I'm assuming, and then it's going to run for a week. Or if you really want to be specific about, like, yeah, it's pretty much a week. Alright, this is what everyone wants to see. This is the PvPoke.com analysis. So, here's the custom rankings for the Holiday Cup. Again, normal, grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost. So that's 6 types from what I remember. Normal, grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost. Yep, that's 6 types. And we got them all right here. So when you run that sim together, this is what you get. This is the 2 shield. Again, I'll be doing it like every other specific cup video. I'll be doing an analysis, and then I'll be doing like a team. So teams you could possibly use and set up. But this is the 2 shield. So as you see, here's the 2 shield. I already ran a simulation so it doesn't lag on you. And the number 1 is Wigglytuff. Oh, dang it. Well, what else did you expect in the 2 shield? Wigglytuff, well, this is, like, I can expect this to pretty much reflect the actual rankings too. Pretty closely, if not very similarly. As you see, Wigglytuff is a beast. Just like it has for the Halloween Cup and for the Kanto Cup. It's gonna wiggle its way to death, and it's not, and it's good to see why. With 2 shields, the 2 shield Wigglytuff strat still reigns supreme. And as you see, it destroys a lot of Pokemon, except whatever resisted, such as Sandslash, Magnezone, Ferrothorn, and there's even Skarmory in this cup. So, like, there's a lot of things that can check Wigglytuff, but, like, the Wigglytuff being number 1 overall, it's not a mystery. There's a reason why. If you've used Wigglytuff in the Kanto and the Kanto Catch or the Halloween Cup, you know that even with 2 shields, it's very oppressive, and even so, more so in this cup. Alolan Sandslash, I don't foresee Alolan Sandslash being super high. There are a lot of potential counter users in here, like Vigoroth and Obstagoon, so this A-Slash is probably going to drop. Whimsicott is another charm user. It's very possible you will see a Whimsicott as well, and Whimsicott is a beast. Whimsicott is able to charm down. It also has great coverage charge moves, so Whimsicott and Wigglytuff are basically nightmares. And I think the great thing is you likely already have a Wigglytuff and a Whimsicott already built from the Catch Cup or a Catch, Kanto, or Halloween Cup. So the good thing is this is a cheap cup. In my opinion, Charmers can work very well. The 2 shield Charmer strat is very powerful. Very powerful. And, yeah. Charmers go and charm. You give them shield, the 2 shield charms give them 2 shields and they destroy. Now with that being said, there's also a lot of counter users you can use. One of my personal favorites is Obstagoon, and another is Vigoroth. These 2 are monsters. Obstagoon is able to take on Alolan Sandslash. It's able to take down those those ghost types. Like Alolan Marowak is probably going to be another prominent pick because Alolan Marowak does Alolan Marowak with Shadow Bone, it does wall those Charmer users, gives you a very strong matchup against them, and Alolan Marowak is very spammy. So I can see AWAC making its rise to dominance in the Holiday Cup, just like the Halloween Cup and the Kanto Cup. Whimsicott, like I said, Charmers. Vigorot's a very interesting pick because Vigorot allows you to... Vigorot is a... This is going to be a great save switch in my opinion. Vigorot with Body Slam just does so much damage. It's insanely powerful. It hits really hard. It hits like a truck. And a lot of times counter and Body Slam, your opponent will have to shield in some scenarios, like against Altaria, because it does so much damage. So in my opinion, Vigorot is going to be a very good save switch for this cup. And you also beat Obstagoon, you beat a lot of other things, and even if you don't beat it directly, those Body Slams do heavy damage. So you're going to leave something near dead, or you're going to be able to farm something down after it goes through your Vigoroth. You also have Dewgong. Dewgong's another beast in here. Dewgong's another monster in this meta because it's Dewgong. Yeah, it's Dewgong. Dewgong is one of your debuffers for this meta. As you see here, it does Ice Shard, Icy Wind. If you've seen it in the Cash Cup, you've seen it for the Kanto Cup. Dewgong is very good, and it will serve you very well in this cup. It's able to take out Charmers. It's able to give you debuffs and give you play. So Dewgong is also really good in this cup as well. You have I think what's really good about this, it's like the Kanto Cup in a sense. Well, it has the key components of the Kanto Cup with a lot of other things that are available. As you see, you even have things like Altaria, you have Charizard, you have Celio. Celio is another, like, thing that I like a lot because Celio is essentially like Vigorot. Its body, it spams and it hits, but it's the tanky version of Vigorot. So I can see this beastly Celio coming around and starting to drop body. Literally body everyone, you know, just drop. Let the bodies hit the floor, or more like let the Celio hit the floor on top of the bodies. Anyways, Celio is a beast. You also have Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's another good pick I see. You're able to take out the Charmers, and you also Mirror Shot, Power Whip hit hard, and Mirror Shot does give you that debuff chance. So very spammy, very powerful. Again, Ferrothorn, something to look at too. Another kind of pick that I'm kind of... Okay, so I'm not biased against it at all, but did you vote for Obama? Because if you did, Obama Snow is a beast in the Holiday Cup. As you see here, it takes out a majority of the flyers. It's incredibly spammy, very, very powerful, and it's neutral. As you see, its key losses, it doesn't have a lot. They're not very strong, unless it's Obstagoon. But even then, you're going to deal a ton of damage against Obstagoon, especially in the 2-shield scenario, as you see here. Abomasnow is going to be a beast, and this is just a little bit of the list. But as you see, there's a lot of viable mons that you've used before, that you likely already have built, that can be used for the Holiday Cup, and in the 2 shields, the Charmer still reigns supreme, but there's also a bunch of other picks as well, as you see here, which makes it a really fun and very powerful cup. Again, if you played Sunrise in Sylph, this is essentially Sunrise, with, like, ice types, in a sense. Alright, so we analyzed the 2 shields. Here's the 1 shield. So the 1 shield gets even more interesting. So I have no idea why Snowy Castform is, like, the god of gods. Well, I can see why, in a sense, because there's not a lot of things that check Snowy Castform. As you see here, Raichu, Alolan Graveler, Sandslash, Magnezone, it's very odd at what checks Snowy Castform. But other than that, Snowy Castform kind of runs through a lot of things, just because Powder Snow generates energy quickly, Weather Ball is amazing, it has great moves. Because of its lack of coverage... because it's only weak to firefighting and rock. You can see fire and fighting in this meta, but they're not even its key losses. As you see here, they're not oppressive enough to really give Snowy Castform a problem. Powder Snore chunks damage, Weather Ball does a ton, and Snowy Castform does max out at level 40. Snowy Castform is essentially the Azumarill of this cup, because it's bulky, it's oppressive, and it actually charges faster than Azu, so it's kind of more of a nightmare. So I can see why Snowy Castform is just so powerful. Do you have one? Probably not. Alolan Sandslash, again, this one's probably going to run off. The reason why is because Alolan Sandslash is double weak to fighting and fire types, which are going to run rampant here, so I don't see Alolan Sandslash being any beast in the 1 shield. Magnezone's an interesting choice because Magnezone is very spammy. Wild Charge will threaten a lot of picks unless you have an Abomasnow. And if you do have an Abomasnow, as you see, it does heavy damage. Very heavy damage. So you come out of these matchups with a very positive. Again, Vigoroth and Obama Snow. Obama Snow Gombama. If you didn't vote for Obama, guess what? He won the election 2 terms, and he's going to come back to this cup and destroy your soul, because Obama Snow, like I mentioned, pressure in the one shield, very good, very amazing, very powerful. Unless you resist it. Even if you do resist it, it's going to leave. As you see, it's going 500, 600's kind of not great, but like it's still enough to where you can still have a like farmed out potential. If we run the sim, as you see, here's what happens here. You run the sim against Magnezone in the one shield. Here's how much HP you're left with left. Oh wait, Obama Snow wins the one shield. Well, oh yeah, it does win the one shield. Oh, it does win the one shield. Okay. So you kind of destroy Magnezone anyways. As you see, it does a lot. It does a lot of damage. Bomba Snow Gun Bomba. If you have Shadow Bomba, I am jealous because I don't have one, but it's going to serve you very well in this cup. As a lead as well as a safe. Probably as a safe and a closer, because there's not a lot of things that outpace Obama Snow or just powder snow users in general. With Ice Ball, with Ice Weather Ball and Energy Ball, it's going to close out matches for you very successfully. Just like in the Sunrise Cup. If you played Sunrise, this is basically the Sunrise. Also, another choice in the one shield that makes its way into the top 10 is Alolan Marowak. This Bones of Death, well, most of you already know how to operate Alolan Marowak. It covers a lot of the reason why you're going to see a lot of Marowaks is because they cover Ice. They cover Ice, they also cover Obama, and they cover Magnezone. Alolan Marowak is ironically kind of your anti-meta to this meta, because it's going to literally cover it covers most of these typings. It covers the ice, it covers the ice, it covers the steels, it covers the grass. So it's a very, ironically, even though it kinda is meta AF in other formats, it's kind of the anti-meta in this format. Or you can expect to see it. Of course, you don't have to operate it. Alolan Marowak can still be taken out in most scenarios. Not most scenarios, but in some scenarios. For example, if Vigoroth hits the Bulldoze, that really flips the matchup. If Obstagoon gets the Night Slash, like Obstagoon and Night Slash, there's still a lot of things that can check Alolan Marowak. Hence why it's the top 10 and number 2. But I don't like it. I would say Marowak is probably like top 5 or top 10. It's gonna stay in the top 10, but I'd say like top 5 really. And that's the one shield. As you see, the one shield gets interesting. A lot of relevant picks in the 2 shield. In the 1 shield, they also are oppressive as well. All right, now here's the closer. As you see, all the typings for the Holiday Cup, no shields. So the closers, this might surprise you. Because you know what's the number 1 closer? Reggie, go, Reggie. What's good, Reggie? Reggie Steel, you hate Reggie Steel, but also Reggie Ice is a fantastic closer as well. So Reggie Ice is actually a beast in this cup if you don't have shields, and it's not a surprise why it's not number 1. With Lock on Blizzard and Focus Blast, it actually destroys a majority of the meta if you have no shields. So if you happen to have a Glacier Snow, well, it's not really a snowman, it's more like a walking iceberg. Walking iceberg with eyes that is stuck inside of a cave underneath water, and then you have to have like a Relicanth or a Wailord, and then you have to put it together. You have to do and then you have to have all 3 of these in your party just so you can catch freaking Regigigas in Generation 3. You know what I'm talking about. This thing puts you through a lot of work. And just to catch this thing puts you through a lot of work as well, because you have to go through a cave, you have to go through all this other madness, and then you finally catch Reggie Ice. So if you know what I'm talking about in the main series, yeah. But anyways, if you do have a Reggie Ice for Great League, it's going to serve you well in this cup if you want to use it. Blizzard and Focus Blast essentially just run through so much of the meta. Just Focus Blast too. Even though Focus Blast was Earth, you'll put a lot of things in kill range, especially if they have no shields, or you'll just straight up nuke them. So that's why Reggie Ice is rated so high in this totem pool. Again, when the official rankings come out for everything, it's probably going to tank a little bit, but Reggie Ice is still a great closing choice. Again, also Alolan Sandslash is probably going to tank too, because a lot of things will check Alolan Sandslash. Magnezone's still a great choice. Let's see, what do we have here? And I don't... Electivire too? Well, it's just because it's Wild Charge users generally are like really... They generally close out, like, you see them a lot on lists for a reason, because they close out really well for like Wild Charge. That's why Wild Charge rate's high. You have Electivire, Magneton Shadow, I don't think you'll see this a lot, but it's in the top 10, like I mentioned, fast charging and just like straight up nukes. And then you have Obama. So Obama go Obama, and if you have one, like I said, I hate you. Because like, it's really good. So Obama Snow is really good, especially the Shadow one, if you have it. So Shadow, the reason why regular and Shadow just kind of is because the Shadow, if you actually like run a sim or you see the difference, there's a huge like disparity. So if you run here, this is why Obama is so powerful. So if you go right here, you go to its stats. Here's what happens when you have the shadow versus the regular ones. We go down, we run down, go down to non-shadow version. Or let's see, that's the shadow. Yeah, there used to be, or there should be a tab right here that takes it off shadow. Okay, that's fine. So that's the regular version. We'll just do this so you can compare. That's the regular version. Here's the shadow version. As you see, the attack goes a lot. That's a big spike. Plus 30 is pretty dang good. Yes, its defense drops too, but because of its sheer damage, it threatens a lot more. That's why Shadow Bomber rates so high. And factually, I can tell you from performance, experience, and analysis, this thing just absolutely destroys your soul. So if you have a Shadow Bomber, it's going to be really good in this cup. So Shadow Bomber, Obama Stone. The regular version is also really good. It's just it doesn't threaten as much as the Shadow version, just because the Shadow version deals so much damage. Now, as you see, Alola Marowak's also in the top one as well. AWAC, like I said, the anti-meta to the meta, ironically, or it's going to be the meta because AWAC is just so good. So as you see, whatever closes out Wild Charge users, Ice users that deal heavy damage, and Alola Marowak. And you got Bacon here, which is Pilot Swine. You also have things like Obstagoon, etc., but like I see, you also have Obstagoon, etc., but like the core of the meta is basically going, your AWAC's gonna run rampant, if I could predict it already. You're gonna see a lot of AWACs. Wild Charge users are very prominent, and you got your boy Regice. Regice is a really good pick. Alright, this is the technical summary, guys. I will be doing a team building analysis for the Holiday Cup later. Also, once the official rankings come out, then I can do a deeper analysis. Like I mentioned, custom analysis is great because it gives you a head start. And then after that, you're able to... Well, the good thing about the head start, you're able to dissect and look at things from the beginning because the data's there. This is essentially what's going to stack up. And then if you've analyzed stuff for a while, like I have, or you've done it on a consistent and fairly unhealthy basis, well, I do it on fairly unhealthy basis, you can look at things and be able to key in on various Metamons that can be really good. So you're going to find the patterns that work. Again, I'll be doing a team building video later so that you can key in on what teams you might like. The good thing about this cup is there's a lot of Pokemon you probably already have built that you can use for this cup. The limit is at 1,500, so that's really good about this cup. And also, it's a replacement for Master League, so you don't have to do Master League. You can do the Holiday Cup. I definitely recommend you do so because this cup, from the first look of it, isn't super RPS. There's a lot of save switches here. There's a lot of things that you can... There's a lot of things you can work with, a lot of neutral matchups, etc. Yes, there's those really good picks like Alola Marowak, but other than that, you're going to have I think it's going to be a lot of fun from the first look. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Again, I'll be doing that team building video later on probably the best picks and teams for this cup, and I will see you guys on the next video.